When friends bond over meals, the decision to choose between a cheap meal and a fancy birthday dinner reveal a shared challenge college students everywhere face. Not having enough consistent access to food insecurity. This is an issue affecting more than a third of college students. Our team aims to bring attention to this matter in a compassionate and empathetic way, using the potential of augmented reality to immerse users in a perspective they might not typically experience. Who are we? We are creatives, designers, and problem solvers. In addition to also being scholars in the SnapLens Academy, we found ourselves in a position to each pull from our own lived experience with food insecurity. After learning that 1 in 3 college students deal with food insecurity, we knew we had to thoroughly prepare to craft our lens. This meant diving into research, reading articles, and connecting with food security organizations across California to gain deeper insights. According to Regina Anderson, Executive Director of the Food Recovery Network, the recent major factor behind this problem has been the increasing cost of, well, everything.
So when you are working in wages that are suppressed, there's never going to be enough money to support then other things that are increasing in cost. Even the students who are involved with Food Recovery Network, they're working work-study jobs. They're just trying to pay tuition, pay for their books, pay for housing, and they're working a ton while also trying to go to school.
Our research unveiled varying levels of food insecurity among different student groups. While the average is 33%, it jumps to a whopping 60% for first-gen students. And it's not just physical health. Evidence indicates that food insecure students also struggle with lower academic performance and a higher likelihood of facing mental health issues during their academic journey. Through this, we pinpointed 2 critical areas where we can make a difference. Firstly, raising awareness about the issue. Secondly, assisting eligible students in finding the resources they need to access food assistance.
With research insights in mind, we got to work sketching out our plans for our lens.
Designing for augmented reality is very different compared to other mediums. And so when we started our brainstorming process, we considered the different possibilities of putting our users into the shoes of somebody that experiences food insecurity while grounding it to their world. To that effect, we came up with the idea of making this lens a simulator, weaving together our stories and technical skills to create an immersive and empathetic experience called End Student Hunger.
By leading with empathy, doing our due diligence researching, and harnessing tons of creative energy, together we created an experience that can help drive students to find the help they need and qualify for. Throughout our experience in the SnapLens Academy, our time spent at council and the spiritual recharge it gave us really resonated. So much so that we wanted to bring a part of that into our lens via the mega popular image cycle feature, and it appears as soon as you open it up. By tapping the screen, users can randomly cycle through the dedications made to students experiencing food insecurity. This is all framed by a graphic that uses our tagline, "Starving is not a requirement." And it also has our first call to action, which is to sign up for food aid at getcalfresh.org. Now when the lens is flipped to the back camera, we're met with a life-size refrigerator and some UI elements that sets the stage for a simulation of what student food insecurity looks like. The user is prompted to pick out something to eat inside of the fridge, as well as to keep in mind 2 variables, their budget and their caloric intake. Students that have to deal with food insecurity are often faced with a choice: fill your belly but go broke, or stay within budget but go hungry. You can make your choices by tapping the glowing food items, and while you are making these decisions, you are continually reminded that life still goes on, with simulated notifications randomly appearing at the top of your screen. As you try to find your balance and breaking the cycle of feast or famine, at some point you might need some help. Do you see anything around the fridge that could do that? There's a flyer that shows students ways that they can qualify for food aid and sign up for CalFresh. When you find it, tap it. This collaborative effort was made to be explored and shared, and our biggest hope for this lens is that it will help give students the push needed to get the aid that they deserve. School is tough enough already, and starving is not a requirement.